All right. All right. I've been trying to keep calm the past 2 months. Listen to you retail investors chirping. Why isn't it fired yet? Why isn't it fired yet? Well, guess what, my guys? We've been talking about it for long enough. Ever since we had this first quarter earnings call and Spice got on the mic, in late April, talking to some investors at TD Cohen, saying it's going to happen by the end of the second quarter or around the end of the second quarter. And we saw this slide here at the end of the first quarter in May, seeing the Archimedes engine on the test stand itself. Look at how beautiful it is. And seeing other items with respect to Neutron coming to life. It is finally come. Literally the last items that actually need to occur before we light this sucker up. What do I mean? Peter Beck just messaged on Twitter and showed the following, and I quote, let me get this down here to the right so you guys get this beautiful picture. That's obviously Archimedes at Stennis. You can see Scotto over here with his Ace Ventura reference. Love it. Keep it up, my guy. Sir Peter Beck says, and I quote, "Great progress at Stennis. The team is methodically working through more than 300 integrated tests, bringing the test stand and Archimedes to life. We are into the big test now with the spin primes, which is what's pictured, the fuel going through, complete, and all the data is looking good." And everyone's over here saying 2 months is too long. They're recreating an engine. They're printing more engines so they can bring it to the test stand just in case this one failed. It already has failed. My guys, if you know anything about Rocket Lab, you know they measure twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times before they execute. These are not guys that just willy-nilly try to get something on the pad and light it up just so that they can increase the stock price, right? These guys have been around since the early 2000s, mid-2000s. They're almost a 20-year-old company. You think that they're not going to go through all their due diligence that they need to go through so that way when they light this sucker, it is the absolute best chance they have. These guys know. Peter knows. Everyone else in this company knows that if you fake results, if you fake things and you speed along things, you're putting people's millions of dollars in time at risk. It already takes forever to get these things off into space. There's already delays, months delays here, months delays there. It might not be Rocket Lab's delay. It might be, NASA's delay. It could be Black Sky's delay. It could be Kinesis' delay. So when you put it in the rocket Lab knows this. You better damn be sure that it's got a great success rate going into the sky. And so I have a grand feeling that these guys are testing and putting this thing through the ringer and making sure that when they say it's only going to be launching at a 20% efficiency load and it's going to be super reusable, they're running all these tests to make sure that they're not maxing out when they actually light this thing up. Of course, they're probably going to test the full capability of the rocket when they test it out, but they're making sure, is it going to work under low pressure loads, high pressure loads, all in the between. You're seeing this 300 integrated tests checking for pressure, temperature, everything. Of course, it's going to take some damn time. So anyway, I'll just be blunt. When I saw this picture, I nearly crapped my pants. I came home from work. It was a nice long day. I'm ready for the weekend. Took off Friday, so I have off tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to hang out with some friends by the pool, celebrate such a great picture from Sir Peter Beck. I nearly shit my pants. I'm just going to be honest, so excuse my language. But I was like, is this it? And then I was like, that's not a fire. And then I saw, it's a spin prime. So they're just making sure all the fuel and everything, pretty much all they need to do, hit the ignite button on that bad boy. But anyway, saw a few photos out. The past couple of weeks have just been exhausting. Listening to these folks, not having the trust, not having the belief in our friends, thinking that they might be hiding the fact that there's a failed test or something like that. It just goes against all principles that I know from RKLB. If there was something wrong, they would have let us know as soon as possible. Right? They do that. There was an anomaly in September. They let us know. Said, hey, there's an anomaly. Something out of our control happened. You know, if it was a bolt or something, they would have said, wrong bolt. We messed up. That's the type of company these guys are. Like, I don't understand why people are still doubting it. If you are thinking that way, you're either trying to get views or something like that, clickbait, or you're in this company for the wrong reasons. These guys know what they're doing. I believe in Beck. I believe in Spice. I believe in RKLB. You guys keep it up. It's an American-based company, so I'm going to say Happy July 4th, guys. Happy July 4th. It's going to be a great weekend, and I hope you guys have a phenomenal weekend yourselves. Power to the retail investor. And as always, looking forward to seeing you guys on the next episode of Matt Money. Cheers, and God bless.